Hypocrite. Piers Morgan discloses Meg urged has to pretend to reunite with royal family for Sussex's new Netflix show. Piers Morgan recently revealed that Meg persuaded has to pretend to rejoin with the royal family for Sussex's future plan when he voiced dissatisfaction with Prince Harry's attendance at his father's coronation, King Charles III, and feels Meghan Markle is to blame. The former Good Morning Britain presenter is open about his emotions for Meghan and Harry, and he has frequently criticised the famous pair, especially after their explosive Oprah interview, Netflix series, and bombshell book. Piers has some comments to offer with the announcement that Harry will return to the UK for the coronation next month, while Meghan will remain in their home in California with their children. The presenter blasted the pair on Thursday's episode of Uncensored, where he had invited guests Tessa Dunlop, author and historian, King Charles' former butler Grant Harold, to discuss why there appeared to not be as much excitement around the king's coronation. Tessa suggested there was royal ceremonial fatigue, and after the death of Queen Elizabeth II, the heirs coming out of the machine. She pointed part of the blame at Piers and others in the press for making the rifts in the family deeper with a divisive narrative, which Piers, naturally, disagreed with. He launched in, rather than the people doing TV interviews and best-selling books trashing the royal family, who happen to be members of the royal family. Sarcastically adding, they are not to blame, it's us reporting on the trashing that's the problem. It's such horse manure, he said. When challenged by Tessa that he was probably disappointed that Meghan isn't going to be at that coronation, he scoffed, "I'm very disappointed Harry is going to be there. What the hell is Prince Harry doing, having trashed the family in that horrible book he wrote? The terrible series they've done, the interviews they've done, trashy, damaging the institution of the monarchy, and then they have the brass neck, he turns up at the coronation? And by the way, we know why he's doing it," Piers went on, declaring that he suspected Meghan had told the prince, "You better get over there and get on that balcony somehow, because our entire commercial world depends on you still being a dominant member of the royal family." It's far from the first time he's taken aim at Harry, including previously branding him a bitter, delusional, paranoid, family-trashing half-wit. Buckingham Palace has confirmed Prince Harry will be in attendance at the coronation, but that Duchess of Sussex Meghan will not be in attendance, and will instead remain at their home in California to care for their children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. It has also been confirmed that Harry will not stay for the coronation concert on Sunday, May 7th. Instead he will fly home to celebrate his son Archie's 4th birthday, which is on the same day as the coronation. Besides, Jack Royston also has suggested that Meghan not attending the ceremony might be exactly what the royals need to reconcile. He explained, "From that perspective, it's easy to see why Meghan not going to the coronation could actually help Harry speak to his family. It may well lower the stakes, lower the emotional intensity, take some of the pressure off the meeting." Royston continued, "I'm sure there'll still be loads of really strong emotions flying around either way. But maybe, just maybe, Harry gets a chance to speak to Charles or William and just make some kind of progress." Royston spoke about how if Harry decided to miss the ceremony, it would mean that he would have given up on his family. Jack also pointed out that the prince's presence signifies that he is still hopeful about mending his relationships. This decision of his does keep the hope alive. While Meghan and Prince Harry had not stated whether they would attend the coronation event, with the release of their Netflix docuseries and Harry's tell-all book Spare, the situation became even more contentious. Spare was also the fastest-selling non-fiction book in history. The pair made a number of surprising public announcements. Behind the cameras, Harry explained how tense the relationship between members of the royal family was. Soon later, Meghan filed all of her grievances against members of the royal family. One of them was a complaint filed against William and her former press assistant, Jason Knauf, who used her private texts as evidence in her privacy action against the Daily Mail's proprietors. "That is the sort of mess of tangled emotions that's sitting under any prospect of a reconciliation," Jack Royston said. Hypocrite. Piers Morgan discloses Meg urged has to pretend to reunite with royal family for Sussex's new Netflix show. Piers Morgan recently revealed that Meg persuaded has to pretend to rejoin with the royal family for Sussex's future plan when he voiced dissatisfaction with Prince Harry's attendance at his father's coronation, King Charles III, and feels Meghan Markle is to blame. The former Good Morning Britain presenter is open about his emotions for Meghan and Harry, and he